Hey, I am Izzy Noodles and we are back with the Jungle Ruins series, Game 5, Revelations. So this time we just have two pretty long levels, so let's hop straight on in. So we do follow the tradition of beginning from where we left off in the previous game. So this is the Hag's Lair, which was the final boss area of the previous game. Okay, so here we are, this is where we ended. So we just need to head up this way to get back to the sort of the boss arena, I suppose is one thing you could call it. So this is actually just a very short mini level and then we will get on with the main long level. So I'm gonna come all the way to the far end over in this corner just for a medpack. Okay, and just turn around because we need to climb on up. There's only one place we can climb up. And that is just here. Whoops. I thought I was going to miss. I let go. Alrighty, so we can see there is a skull up there, but we cannot grab it. So to be able to grab that, we need to find 4 Serpent Stones and then place them. So here we go, here is number 1. Just drop on down. Whoops, I wanted to grab, but never mind. I'm okay. So we can see a receptacle for a Serpent Stone, but I will not place it yet. I will wait until we have all 4, because we'll have to just come back up here anyway. So I'll grab all 4 and then I will make my way back up. So from here, I'm going to start making my way down. So if you're losing your bearings, if you see where the skull is up there, this is where to start climbing down. So let me also just turn around, show you there is another receptacle just over here. So it is pretty annoying, long-winded, just to come all the way down to go back up again. So second stone, continue along. Okay, and be very careful here. It's actually kind of easy to just hit a slope and fall in. You don't want to be falling in. So just on this corner, hop up to here. That can be a tricky jump. And here I'm just going to grab a few items. So we can grab this and then shimmy round. This used to be a secret in the previous game, but not this time. We're just coming around here to grab a medpack. And careful when dropping, because that is a sloped tile. Alrighty, and back again. Whoa, close. Close, very close. Having trouble grabbing that for some reason. I have to jump to be able to grab. I don't know why. I'm sure it didn't do it in the beginning. But never mind, we can still have the ability to grab by jumping. Okay, and before continuing, I can grab another item, which is a secret. So we can hop straight through here, and up here in the grass is our first secret. So it is 1 per level, even in this very short, prologue level. Okay, and back again. Okay, so it's good to just have quick saves because technically the floor is lava. Okay, hop across, another stone just here. And be very careful with these stones, because as you're stepping to line up, Lara can easily just step straight off into the black stuff and then she'll just be set on fire. So just be careful, you don't want to do that. Awesome stuff. To my right is another receptacle, and we just have one more Serpent Stone to find. And another receptacle just there. So, as I came on down, I actually forgot to just point that out there. There's a, the last stone, and over here is Gregory. We just saw him up the top. How did he get down here before us? He must have taken a shortcut. So grab this. Aha. And then we can head straight back up, all the way back to the top. Okay, place the first stone. Continue. Okay, another quick save. Okay, so it is pretty annoying if you just suddenly die in this section. This is the one thing I hate about games, just the backtracking. I don't know how many times I've probably said that. Whoa. Oh, that was close. I saw this. Oh, one go off. Okay, unsuccess. Okay, there we go. So I did kind of jump at the wrong time. I was watching the second flame and not really paying attention. But okay, we've done it. We've made it. Okay. So as I advance through, there's really not much for me to say, so I'm sorry for my silence during this part. I guess I could speed it up, but this feels like a spot where I don't feel the need to. Okay, so another receptacle. So I don't believe I mentioned what we're actually doing. That's something I can talk about. Where Gregory was down below, we need to find a path. We need to make a path by using the Serpent Stones. Okay, and just diagonal, we can use the Serpent Stone here. Okay. So now we can grab the skull, so we'll need to climb up here. Okay, so there has already always been this more golden skull here, but I don't see the point why it was there. You can't pick it up at all. The more white one appears afterwards. So it is a little bit confusing, but after you pick it up, you can go ahead and place that here. And there's a lot of rumbling. We've opened up the path so that we can get to the next level. So now we need to get back down to the bottom again. So where is it? Just here, I think. We have a shortcut. Yes, we do. So perhaps Gregory took this shortcut to get down to the bottom. There we go. So if you want, because that pedestal just over there, that's where I picked up the last gem. So you can just drop straight down and work your way the opposite way that I did. I did the long way. I just wanted to show the level, but if you prefer, you can just do the short way. So now we've created this path, we can head straight on through here. Nothing to do in this room, so just head straight onto the back. And drop down this hole. There we go, so this is the main event.
I want you to kill her.
Okay, here we go. So, firstly, shoot this bat. Okay, and along the way in this level, anytime you see a keyhole or any kind of receptacle, make a note of it. So, head down this way to the stream and we'll get a flyby. So, this level is enormous. This one confuses me a lot. So, I don't have high hopes for smooth playthrough, but we'll see how it goes. Because it's not a case of do a section and then open up the next section. No, this is just one whole level. It is huge. So the aim is, we saw the Lizard Queen go across the bridge. The bridge is now up. We need to find 2 cog wheels to lower the bridge. This is going to be a long level. Okay, so just to help you get your bearings, so we will be going backwards and forwards here quite a lot. So this main lower section right in the middle, I will just keep referring to this as the stream. We have a north path that goes downward, and we have a south path over that way. First thing I'm gonna do, we need to find a Serpent Stone, but I'm gonna move some blocks preemptively just to set ourselves up. So just in the grass there you see some flames. So that's a very sneaky crawl space just there. I'm gonna come through the waterfall. Among the plants here there's another crawl space. I will not go through there though, don't need to. Everything loops around. And here's the bridge. I will come through the crawl space that's being hidden by this lot of grass. So these 3 crawl spaces, they all meet up. So what I'm going to do, there's 2 blocks here. I'm going to move this block so that I can then move the other block and be able to get into that little passage that's on the right. Okay, block successfully moved. So now I'm going to head on and grab the Serpent Stone. So back to the stream. So first I'll be heading south. The north path is currently closed off. And let me just show you, just here we have our secret of the level, but it is closed off. So you see the tile that's above the door? We need to find 3 of those tiles and step on them for the door to open. So that's still pretty cool, even though it's 1 secret. You still need to find things in order to get the secret. So coming straight on through to the back. Okay, so just take 2 steps back here. I will save my game. So do a standing jump to the pole. So this can be a tricky jump, and we have some new moves. You want to just jump straight over to this gap. So then shimmy around, drop down, and press down to hop back to this ladder. Okay, and in we come. So in here we can see a Medpack. So I actually already forgot to mention that the Medpacks are herbs. The one with the red plant is a large Medpack. And here is the Serpent Stone. So once you pick it up, just be ready to kill a snake. Awesome stuff. I suppose you don't have to kill it, you can just escape. But when you do, be sure to step on this first secret tile. Okay, and to get out, this can be a very horrible jump to make. So just try and kind of line up for the corner, hop back, slide a bit, and then try not to hit the wall. There we go, that can be very infuriating. So now straight away, I'm gonna use the Snake Stone. So this particular one, I think it is called a Snake Stone, and the previous ones were called Serpent Stones. So where we can just see the fire, this is where we're heading to now. Okay, and that has turned off the flame, allowing us to push this block. So this is the second block. I wouldn't be able to push this now if I hadn't already pulled out the previous block. And here we go, pull this lever. And unfortunately, it doesn't always show you what's happened, but that has opened up the path to the north area. So I'm just labelling them north and south to help you get your bearings. So I will head to the south simply because we are getting some enemies that are going to chase us. So we'll have 3 tribesmen with spears and then 1 with a blow dart pipe. So I'm just gonna find somewhere safe so I can deal with these guys and not get hit by any blow darts. So the third guy is often kind of late to the party, especially if you are quite prompt to come down here. I'm stuck, there we go. He's a bit confused, bless him. Okay, so our first tribesman, wherever he fell, should have dropped some flares. There we go, or at least one of the tribesmen drops some flares. There we go, she wasn't going to pick them up for a moment. And we still have a tribesman that is apparently lost. Well, I'll go over to the blow dart guy. He's over here on the higher ledge. And then the other guy with the spear should maybe... No, I don't know exactly what point he decides to come out and play. So I tend to just go backwards and forwards. It does take a moment for him to actually come forward though. But just keep moving and he won't do so much damage. Dude. Oh, he got me, but I did not get him. That's annoying. Oh, and here we go. Our friend found us. Where you been? Okay, back to the blow dart guy. Hopefully if I stay here, there we go, he's gonna come around. Awesome stuff. So now heading to the north, this is the path we have just opened up. So come straight through, we'll come here quite a few times. There is a passage up through the grass, but I'll not go there just yet. I will head up these steps. We will be coming here quite a few times. So firstly, I will just grab a medpack so we can just hop over here. Okay, heading to here. And here we have a small healing herb, small medpack. Continue. So I will ignore this first passage. I don't need to go down there just yet, but there are items if you would just like to go and claim them. I will do that later. So just heading up this way, there will be another guy with a blow dart pipe. So just rush up and get behind him. Okay. So up here we can see there is a gate, but that won't open until quite a bit later, but we can turn this wheel. There we go, that has raised the cage. Nice of it to show us, it's raised the cage. And there is a key underneath, so I'm going to go and grab that straight away. So on the way down we can grab another medpack. So just hop to here, and then I'm going to grab the edge of this hut roof. So shimmy all the way to the left. Not just be somewhere on the left tile, you want to be as left as you can be. Because then we're going to do a leap of faith. Just hop behind, there we go. This is a sloped tile, so that's why you need to be all the way over to one side. And there we go. And we're back. And we can grab the cave key. Nice. And I'm going to use this straight away. This will be used on the south side. Whoop. So we don't need to go all the way as far back as I did before. We can come around here, we can see a gate, and the keyhole here, this will open that gate. So we will spawn a snake as well, so be prepared for that. Ooh. Awesome stuff. So now let's head through the newly opened gate. Straight up the ladder. So just deal with a bat that's going to be pestering you. There we go. And we can see a skeleton that just happens to be sat on a key. So let's just move him out the way and we can grab the silver key. Nice. Now you don't want to go down this passage. I will show you why. It's booby-trapped. So we do need to go down there, so we'll have to deactivate the trap. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a lot of block pushing kind of puzzles, but this will be for the second cog that I will be picking up. So I'm doing this while I'm here, while I'm over on this side. So just to save some backtracking, this is for the second cog that I will pick up. So there is this passage with a block we need to be pushing, but there is a hole in the ground. We need to raise up a trapdoor so that we can be pushing the block. So that's one thing we will be doing. Just jump to here and we can see there is this gap in the ledge. So jump to there and just shimmy around. Okay, and we can pull this lever. So that's shown as that passage. That implies that the trap has been deactivated. And we can head straight up there. So now as we come on through, we can see we've got some more shenanigans going on. We can see a lever, but we can't pull that lever. It's kind of obvious why not. So continue. We'll have to be pushing this block to be able to pull that lever. We need to push this into that little fire pit, but alas, we can see there is a hole in the ground and we need to raise up that trapdoor that we can see there in order to push the block. So come this way. So loop around and we'll come to this lever. This lever, come on, pull the lever. Ain't nobody got time, this is a long level. Okay. So now we can start the block pushing madness. This is only part 1 of block pushing madness. So I cannot push it from this side because there's a raised tile. So I will have to come around and then pull it from here. And yeah, because of the corners, we will have to keep going back around and forth. So yeah, it's a little bit unforgivable. So we'll have to keep going back and forth to push it along. I almost forgot about the tribesman once you step on the tile. So come over to here, and once you hit the bridge, you're invisible. He forgot why he came here. Okay, that was a sick backflip. So, okay, let's proceed. Okay, and now just push it all the way to the end and into the fire pit. Awesome stuff. We can pull the lever now. And that has raised that trapdoor. So let's go back there. So we do need to pull this out of this passage completely, but we don't have room. We will need to get behind this. So just pull it only once, just enough to get behind it. And then come this away. So we will have another booby trap to deactivate. So it does get a little long-winded. I do like some of these traps, but I think the level is just so big that there's so much going on in this particular level. So around the corner, watch the gap, just jump over there, and you see that the large medpack, the healing plant? Do not pick that up. That's where the trap is, so we need to deactivate that. Just step away from the edge, and among the plants is a jump switch. Awesome stuff. And we have also spawned another guy with a blow dart. Awesome. So now let's head back up to the top. Okay, so now we can go back this way and get around to the back of the block. Okay, so now go ahead. Pick up the healing herb, healing plant, and then push the block. Okay, so there's 3 ways back out. If you're finished with all these shenanigans, you can either jump through the gap of the block, through the corner. You can either drop down here and go back around again, or you can just directly return back this way. Okie dokie, here's the block. So what we need to do with this is just push this as far as we can this way. We're going to use this to climb up to a higher ledge. So we're going to jump over here, so do be careful because this has a triangular slope, so you can easily just go straight over the edge there. Jump to here, and there will be a snake. Okay. So the reason we came up here was so that we can grab this rope. And we can see already where we're aiming for. You probably saw it anyway. Whoop. I didn't have enough momentum, but I'm okay. There we go. So that's shown us a block, so we kind of don't know what's going on unless we've been there. We've turned off a flame that was on that tile. So as I've said, that is just for lever 2. No, cog number 2, pardon me. So now we're going to get back on track with cog 1. So once I've picked up the silver key, we can use that straight away. So return back to the stream. There's probably, yeah, some bats. Okay, there might be more, it's hard to tell. So we're going to the north side. So this time we're going to go all the way to the back here through the grass. So there is a passage that's actually quite well hidden just through here. And we can use the key here. Now once I do, I'll spawn a tribesman. Now what I like to do is I like to play Benny Hill, so to speak, with him. I like to get him to jump up here and then get him to come back down and get him to climb up here. Oh, got a bit stuck. He's outsmarting me today. It's all good though, I'm still okay. There we go. So we do have some flares over here in the corner. And inside here that we've just opened with the silver key, we can hop up here and grab this shotgun that actually blends in very well. So this will be the only other weapon in the game. And more importantly, pull this lever. So that's opened up the gate that was near the guy with the blow dart pipe with the wheel. My words are failing because I know where it was, but I can't explain it because there's, like, you know, everything's happening in this level. So this has been very tough to try and memorize. So back up to here, we're going to go straight to where the gate opened. Or are we? I believe we are. Straight on in, awesome stuff. Cog Wheel number 1 in the bag. And just grab this healing herb on the way down as well. This also blends in quite well. And we are back at the stream. So we can go ahead and place cog number 1 straight away. Whoops, I overshot. So using the cog opened up this door, and we can use this lever. Okay, so now finding the second cog. So if you did not yet do the block pushing shenanigans, yes, in the south section, you will need to do that now. If you have done that already, come to the north. Oh, bear with me. Okay, sorry about that. Continue. So again, up to here. And I'll ignore this passage again. As I said, you can go in there if you like, just to collect some items. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to climb on top of the hut. So just make your way along the roof. And you will have to turn around. I don't know whether she just doesn't like to flip out of this gap, or whether it's just she doesn't do it in the game. There's only this kind of situation where you'll want to do that anyway. And then kind of from the camera angle, a bit of a leap of faith, but we can land on this tile, up the gap, landing on this tile. And this is the one that had flames on it. So we've turned the flames off and we can reach this wheel. So we don't know what that did, but I can show you. So hopping down, that turned off this flame here. So now we can come inside and grab the bronze key. So we've seen straight away where this can be used, so I will go ahead and use it. So heading back to the beginning of the level. So we came from the north side, so this is where the first guy with the blow dart pipe was trying to get us. Careful if you wander straight forward, because you could just fall down the stairs and take unnecessary damage. There's bats taking over. Okay, all good. And the bronze key can be used here. So just climb straight on up, bit of a tricky angled jump. Okay, and inside here at the end we have some items. We've got some shotgun shells and a very unusual looking hut key. So after picking up the hut key, that door has opened. That's in the area that I kept ignoring. So before leaving, we've actually activated a trap in the ceiling, so we need to deactivate that. Just grab this jump switch here, because we do not want to get slapped in the face with that, for sure. So now we can use the hut key. So heading straight back. So to the north, up the ladder. So now we can head back to the huts. So to my right is where I picked up the bronze key, so now coming into the left. And you see here we are passing an unlit wall lamp. Nudge nudge wink wink. It's good to take a note of these things. So this is where we're going to use the hut key. And what is this in here? A torch! Everything's coming together now. So we need to light the torch, so that's why the gate opened once we picked up the hut key. So there's a lot of climbing all over the place in this level. So that has helped us out with the climbing part. So dropping on down, we again are heading down the lower north passage. Okay, so up here. So the gate that opened is through here, so we are coming this way this time. But again, I'm not gonna pick up the items. So this is me just being lazy this time, because I could just drop my torch, but I have a torch, you know, this is important. Gotta run the Olympics someday. So this is the gate that opened right here. I often refer to this as the lens flare gate. You can tell why. And we can just slide over to here, use these ledges, and we are just at the stream, so down below me is where I used the bronze key. Actually, I was going to do a running jump. I do not need to. So hop to here, onto this rock, and be careful when jumping off the rock, because if you land straight onto the wooden bit, sometimes she falls straight through. So aim right over to the wall to try and stop that happening. So here we have a flame but it's too high. We cannot light our torch here. Something else to take note of is another unlit wall lamp. So it's just the two in the level that we need to light. Proceeding on. This wall lamp here is where we're going to light the torch. So just drop the torch down and we'll need to move this block underneath that. Awesome stuff, we are in business. So we've already seen the closest wall lamp to be lit, so that's just over this way. Awesome, that's opened this gate, but all that's inside is a keyhole of which we do not have the key. So we've opened it, so that's something. So now just remember how to get there. So we'll have to find another key. So now, getting the torch to the hut, how are we going to do that? Well, take the north passage. Alrighty, so just here we actually have this gap in the fence, just like when we got the bronze key. This is actually the same room where we did pick up the bronze key, but once I step onto this tile we have flames. So we need to throw the torch inside and then loop around and pick it up. So it can be tricky to throw the torch inside, so one way I do it is just put it on the ground. We cannot crouch down with a torch in our hand, but we can crouch down and pick up a torch. So then just throw it inside and make sure it's not on the tile seam just here, because sometimes when you pick it up from the other side you'll stand up on this side and then you have to do it all over again. So that's kind of annoying, so just be sure you throw it right on in there. Now we have to get to the other side. So going up to the higher north path, just up this short ladder. Whoops. Okay, just come inside. And there we go. So same again, I will just drop it down and then pick it up. Aha. Awesome. And then we can go and use it. Nice. So we don't need the torch anymore, so just discard it. And inside here we have a bamboo key. Now we use this where I lit the first wall lamp. So I think the most direct route there is actually the route we took with the torch. I could be wrong, but to me it just seems the more straightforward route to take. So heading north. So we're heading for the lens flare door, that's through this way, and this time I am gonna pick up the items in the area. So just coming into this room because there is this secret tile right here. So just be sure to stand on that. And to my right, just in the grass here, there's a small medpack. And inside are some shotgun shells. Awesome stuff, here we are. So just head straight on in and all the way to the end is the keyhole. So we can see that's lowered a cage. So that cage is this one right here. We can go ahead and grab this. We're gonna do some climbing. So I'm gonna hop over this way. Whoa, Lara, no! Why did you do this? Right, I'm still okay. Lost my bearings. That's south. That's north. Okay, here we go. Let's not allow that to happen again. I will be a goner for sure. So that looks like a tricky jump just there, but we can make it just fine. This next jump, however, is a funny jump. I highly recommend you save because sometimes Lara can just bang her head on seemingly nothing. It looks like you've cleared that gap. But then it's like she falls short of the ladder. Like it really impedes the jump just there, and it can be so infuriating when you are so close to the end. Okay, so mind the gap, up into here. And at the end here is Cog Wheel number 2. And that has lowered that trap door. So before leaving, just be sure to step on this last secret tile. And I find it better to just jump the gap just here rather than trying to like run over the corner. It just doesn't seem to work out when you try and do that. But make your way carefully all the way down to the bottom. And we're going to use the last cog, if I can remember where it goes. No, I picked up the last cog. Secret tile, we're heading south. Okay, okay. South. This way. This waterfall bamboozled me just here. We are heading south. And on my way there, we have stepped on all 3 secret tiles. So this door has opened and we can claim the secret. So now heading through this way and up the ladder. Come on through this way. So that was the area where I had to drop the block into the fire pit to pull the lever. If you lost your bearings there. So this is the trapdoor that opened. Okay, we can make a few more jumps. I think I'll just have a save, just in case. Okay, just to hop over to these poles. And we could go ahead and place the cog. So that's opened the door behind me. Be careful of the gap just there. Oh my goodness. And pull this lever. Awesome stuff. We have done it. So now all we have to do is get on down to the ground floor as safe as possible. Whoops. I'm fine. I'm still okay. I wanted to grab the ledge. It's all good. So just head behind the waterfall and over to the bridge. So, my goodness, was that a crazy level? The next level feels just a little more linear, more relaxed, and kind of very different pace. So I prefer the next level. I liked the look of this one, but my goodness, I got lost. So very, very lost. So right here is where I will end the video today, and I will see you in the final level. Take it easy.